there with the door in it.
Which was a pink and blue room.
I think that was where he kept the mails. I think so, the postmaster, but I don't know.
Did you use that room?
Yes.
What did you have in there? Because it was painted pink and blue.
I had
Painted.
music in there. I had music.
The music room.
That's it. See, I had so much music. I had music all up there, but in this little room.
Was this a back porch though, like this when you were here?
It was a front porch.
Front porch, I mean, a front porch. Okay.
You're getting on tape now, so make sure
Oh,
that you get this
great.
documented that Ida Grizzard lived here in when?
Take the
1971?
pocketbook and all my money is valuable to me. So
You lived here in 1971 to when?
When you were born.
Spice.
1975.
Snake
She's the
came
first
in
one that did it
75, and my brother came in 75. And
Who
the
did the
two
road
of them
runner
was a bit
from?
much.
You could take one or the other, but not both of them.
My brother, bless his heart, had one of his little fits, and we kind of had tore up things, but it's all right.
I guess this was
That's
some of those
gone,
holes we
forgotten.
found in the walls. All right.
All right. Was married to this lovely lady from Charleston, and her name was Rosa Vickers. His name was James something. Rosa Chapman. Okay, she was from Charleston. And he was the black sheep of the Dr. William Beeman's son, and he was an alcoholic. Well, when he married Miss Rosa, their honeymoon was over there in the house, the big house. And he had his jug by the side of the bed. And all during the night he was having his little libation, and she'd say, "Jim, what is it you're drinking?" He said, "Artesian water, Rosa dear." Well, Rosa dear and Uncle Jim had 6 children, and they moved in this house. And Aunt Rosa, Uncle Jim, Caroline, Rosa Lee, Robert Jones, Vickers Jones, and one more Jones, 7 lived in this house.
They must have used the
I
upstairs.
don't know, I was a little girl, but when I would come with my mother to see Cousin Bessie over that birds, Aunt Rosa would come over and Mama would be telling her things, and she'd say, "Sydney, my. That's all I ever heard her say. She never said anything but that, "Sydney, my. But Mama talked a lot, you know, so I guess she didn't have much chance to say it.
Well, come on in.
Running, and I felt this thing on the side, this vibration on the side, and I turned around to look, and there he was. Well, I went through the screen and down the road, and some little boys came to help me.
What'd you have on?
I had on a negligee, maybe. I don't know. I didn't have on anything like this. I had on some kind of night clothes.
No time to dress for the occasion.
No. But that was a horrible
But the
experience.
sink and everything was there then, just like that.
I had a sink that I put in here, and the little boy who moved me said, "Miss Grizzard, I don't want to charge you anything for moving you, but you just give me some things." I said, "Like what, honey?" I was afraid he'd say my grand piano. "I want the sink and the toilet." I had put a new toilet in the bathroom. I said, "Yes, the sink and the toilet are yours. Now what else do you want?" And he told me what he wanted in the house, just utilitarian things. So I took my little antiques and my piano, and I gave him the sink and the whatever. I've forgotten now what he took. He took some filthy little place for his bicycle house, and in her Bible she had a little note where he was to pay her so much along on the bicycle note. And that was what that
Did you
was.
use it for anything?
And the little house is covered up with vines with my dollhouse.
Well, I got chickens in it.
Daddy, well, that little dollhouse was down on my daddy's clubhouse property on the river at Herndon.
Oh, really?
And
So
that
you
Cut-
moved, you
no,
put that house
Cousin
there.
Bessie asked Mama if she could have it. Mama said, "Well, I was living in Cleveland. She doesn't care." So that the little dollhouse came down here.
So it was moved from where?
Well, it was originally in Midville, and then Daddy moved it to the clubhouse.
When
in
you
Herndon.
reckon was it built for you when you
Yes,
were a little girl?
yes. And let's see, my uncle built it, my Uncle George Jones, and I remember playing in it. So I'm 77. Let's say I was about 5 years
Well,
old.
who you reckon put the pump in it?
Well, whoever lived in this house, I guess. I don't know.
But you didn't put the pump
No,
in it.
no. In Midville, the big thing that's the pea plant is where he kept saddle horses mainly. But the mules, I guess a lot of the mules were at Herndon, across from Robert Jones's house in the big place. That's where Daddy had his overseers and everybody lived in there. But
That's
he was,
amazing they farmed that much land with mules.
well, he had a lot of niggers on the place. I don't know how many, but I can remember all up and down that middle road, you know, with those little houses where they lived. But Aunt Mattie cleaned her out.
And where was it she took it? Where'd she move?
She moved to St. Simon's, and that home down there at St. Simon's for the underprivileged children, and her son founded that, George Jones.
I didn't catch why you said she moved out when she got married
Well,
out.
she didn't
Her
like.
husband had already
She didn't
died.
like the
I
mosquitoes.
don't know.
She didn't like the mosquitoes.
So she was a widow woman living there.
And her son was there, and he wasn't real happy with the farm and farming
Have you seen the
world.
white columns
And he
of
was
Georgia
the
Book?
priest.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he would take
Of course, that's
me
all
to
over
the
52, but
to
still.
our graves
He's
over
older
at
than
Fair
me.
Fairhaven
You know
and
what's
quote
not-
Byron
I
and
used to
Sheets and
stay out
all
at Bellevue
the
Plantation when I was
Was he a
people
whiskey
that I-
drinker?
no,
Oh.
yeah, he
Theirs
drank
was
a little
much,
whiskey.
much smaller, so it was really easy.
He buried
Now, where
his
do you live?
mother
Do you live here?
from the
Right, I live in Santa
upstairs
Barbara
bedroom
now.
over
Oh,
there.
It's
And
still a
oh.
residency
he
program
drank
there.
In
a
what
bottle
year?
of
Like-
Jack
I'm
Daniel
an oral
before the
surgery.
service.
Oh, okay.
But he brought his alkalites with him from
So
up
it's
in
not-
Nashville, where,
yeah,
no, he was at
that's
Swanee
easy.
at that time. And a lot of the people that
You're
had
really
didn't know
from
what an
where?
alkalite was.
Washington.
Some of the women fainted
Georgia
at
or Washington D.C.?
over there. It was
Okay.
hot. And they were doing the
I
incense and
spent every
everything.
summer here. I mean,
couldn't
Catherine
take
and I grew up, we were like this. And
So all that has
my
gone
sister Cindy
on.
and Francis were like this. And we dated, we had.
Now, I get my
we just
information
grew up,
from
you know,
George
except when we were
Franklin,
days in the Army, so
who
we-
went up to his
2 years
Uncle
I was
George
there.
to see if
And,
there was
me
anything
and
he
Francis
needed him
and
to
Germany
do
and
before he
stuff like
buried
that.
his
Every
mother.
Dana's got
He
to
said,
go to
"Come
Roseville."
back
When I got
up
to
here
work to
3
drive, I
minutes
would drive
before
to
the
Roseville. Got my
service and
car,
tell me
I
it's
was up
time."
here, you know.
So
So he went back up there and he said the
moved
whistle
around
was
town.
all the way down
Yeah, well,
pretty low
I
in the bottom.
I
He
spent
didn't
my
know
years
where
in high
his
school in
uncle could
Florida,
make it
so
down
I
the
was moving
steps.
every
If
year.
you had to bury your
I
mother,
counted
you know
up,
you'd
I
have to
think
have a
it was
little
like
Where
13
was the
12 moves.
priest uncle then?
And my children
It's
have
the
brothers.
one-
But I mean, when he said come back
But he
3
was not
minutes
like
He
before,
was
this.
was he over there in
upstairs
the
in
house?
the, yeah, he was upstairs in the
Oh, it was just
bedroom,
like,
on the,
I think
on
everybody
the,
plays like this, though.
the left bedroom.
Did he do
I
the
love it.
service?
Grandma
Yeah.
did the big meals every day at noon.
And I said it,
She
he
made
did the
food
service
like
for
they
his
were
mother.
like people